reason the Kyosuke signing was so hyped, the former Spirit Academy player that they let go. And a track record for the Falcons for NiKo and m0NESY in this head-to-head to maintain.
Yeah, unbelievable. The Donk and Shiro, despite everything, despite all the trophies, the runs, second best team of the year, have not been able to take down this twosome. NiKo and m0NESY flawless in this head-to-head. Will today remain the same? Playoffs await. Chengdu is loving it. Falcons v Spirit, we start on Dust2.
Yeah, without a doubt, you know, two of the most popular teams here in China. A match that everyone's been waiting for all day.
Yeah, you got a Team Spirit who lifted a major on Chinese soil. But this is a new team, this is a new project, and this is new expectations as Falcons raise their level. Zwei puts NiKo down. Quick trades out on the short side. Donk dead after one is a damn good deal for the Falcons.
TeSeS feeling a bit of pressure here. Long's been open, short's been taken. Where does he go? Kixan able to alleviate some of this pressure there. Tap down range on a Tenier. It's chopper to claw, one more back, and they know that Kixan's trapped down here out at the spawn. Backstab denied. Kyosuke brushed aside with ease by the captain of Spirit. So Kixan's got to do this alone. A tricky 1v2 as he goes for the full reposition. Hoping he doesn't have to out-aim them if he can out-brain them.
Oh, you still got to do both. Tenier, oh my God, Tenier, hello? What? Shiro rather, side turned, knife out. And Kixan doesn't clear it. No one bails him out. Is that a full team of 4x3? It just might be. You've usually got one to save you. Not in this squad. NiKo got off that res. Shiro just playing with his knife. Okay, Falcons force up. Spirit, pistol round delivered by Chopper with two high-impact kills coming out late from short smoke. Donk, dead after one. Again, it's NiKo's 5-7 that hits hard. Stuck in lower still, but escape upper available. Kyosuke side by side. And Falcons will get those guns out, but Spirit can just speed up and go into the weaker weaponry. It's Scout and Deagle on A.
m0NESY actually gets aggressive. Drops down, bit of help from his captain, and this is getting chewed up on the short push. Shiro suddenly left as the sole survivor of Spirit, and a fresh mag being put in. m0NESY won't let it happen.
Just climbs up. No respect. Shiro shooting the bottom of the smoke while m0NESY gets up into the site. Him and Kixan, weaker weaponry, not weaker results. Both hitting headshots, Scout and Eagle. And NiKo's double has implications. Donk has been neutered in both these rounds so far. Better than winning the pistol, some say, because look at what Spirit are left with. Just Deagles, a single Tech 9. What can Spirit do with this? And Falcons know they're only up against Deagles because they tucked into B, giving nothing away in middle. So no opening kill. Spirit have to commit to find fights. One smoke on Shiro could go into CT and set up this mid to B play. But it's just about getting past Kyosuke and Kixan. Both tucked in their bomb site.
Oh, they're in. They're out. Kixan, Kyosuke able to stop that initial push. And so Shiro once again, left to his own devices here. Deeg for the first, can't find a follow-up. Round kept relatively clean out of the Falcons.
Perfect start to the game for the Falcons. Couldn't be wanting anything else. It's a map that we've not seen them play too much as of late, right? They brought it into their Cologne debut with this roster, and it was two disappointing maps. If you remember a game where Kyosuke went crazy on CT side, but couldn't get past Furia as they got knocked out on this very map. They went on to find their form on Ancient, make Nuka mainstay. But we haven't really been seeing too much on Dust2, so it's a big test to take down Donk on a T side of this map. Slow to start for Donk, but waiting for an AK-47. Nice easy shutdown for TeSeS, and he's going to finish the job. Oh, or at least try.
Don't worry,
more.
He's got friends. Nico moves in and seals the deal on that one. And so the conversion's found on the back of that force by success from the Falcons. Gonna have Spirit come through with their buy. Yeah, these were two squads kind of forged in the fires of the Vitality era. Spirit then going on to continue making changes. Looking to be the best team in the world. Falcons very much share that ambition. And so we get some serious answers today. In a hotly anticipated matchup.
Donk, classic pathing down lower. Molly onto Monacy, who finds a cubby. And Nico is ready to be reflashed. Monacy takes in the Molly, that will beckon Spirit in. Goes for his first peek. Everyone's tucked, he still gets a blind shot. And Nico with the flash finds Donk as well. That head-to-head rages on, and Falcons winning every step of the way. Spirit get turned to nothing on shorts. Shut down at the door with the triple setup from Team Falcons. Because you'll remember, even at the start of CS2 and with the runs from Spirit and with Donk looking as good as he did, Nico was the one guy seemingly who could get past this player. He had a great individual head-to-head. He'd figured out how to tame the beast. Of course, playing a huge part of why this two-man core of him and Monacy have never lost to Donk and Shiro. Donk has just been getting headshot as he rounds corners right now. He has not been able to fire off in any of these rounds. He died to Nico lower on the 5-7. He died on the pistol after one to TeSeS. And now Nico again on short side. Donk given an AK. As Chopper tries to get his start activated. I mean, Chopper's taking a serious hit in this round by doing so, dropping an AK, leaving him with Tech 9 with no armor. But he knows the value that this one gun can have. Donk going late long.
Don't want to lose Chopper here. He's already been softened up by that util. He's meant to be lobbing in this cat smoke to try and lend a helping hand.
Ouch. Donk going second in, letting Tania take the brunt so he can trade. Short contact first. Good timing on the molly. Monacy is holding a Molotov. His goes out as well, slowing the roll of Team Spirit. And that smoke butchers as a result.
Oh, tries to go back over long side. Cover got to be in for TeSeS, but it's Donk with that hero gun dead at the door. No entry found. Drop down denied. Kyosuke eyes on the prize in a flawless round versus the hero gun.
It's perfect util for Falcons, right? They actually have no indication when they throw out those 2 incendiaries, but they were right as Spirit were laying up utility. That molly puts out the short smoke early, making it even harder to get out Cat, and then Donk finds like 2 or 3 dinks on Monacy on that corner, but can't finish the kill, and TeSeS holds strong, tucking in. Right now, every player of the Falcons pulling their weight. Nade to get the cross, Shiro, no shot. Donk back to lower, no one in middle. He's got a bit of room now. Monacy getting eager, but smoked off. No HE to break it. And this is the first time that Spirit looks like they're going to get Cat with no contest.
NiKo has just moved over with an HE.
Just fair. Xbox.
Use it to break the smoke.
Here they go. If they go now, good chance.
Look who's just arrived. NiKo down into spawn. Monacy Zorp even siphons away from the ranks. They make it out through Cap, but Kyosuke tucked in. Tames Donk. Tanir and Shiro pull it back into a 3-on-3. But are they ready for Monacy, who's hot on their heels? Quick on this flank with the AWP. And on the fade of this smoke, we'll get our answer. Re-smoke down. And Monacy might just come straight through. Shiro doesn't expect it. Delivers one more. It's down to Tanir. Gets the spot on Kixan. Can Tanir find them? Some leverage on this T side. He's stopped in his tracks, and Falcons continue to just rack up rounds.
Man, Spirit just needs something, right? They just need something to celebrate, something that works, and it's perfect team play right now for Falcons. That flash, again, ices out Donk. Kyosuke tucked in the entire time, waits for TeSeS to tee him up, and Donk, just as he's going to clear Goose, the first entry shut out. Nice try from Tanir, 2 out of the 3 in the clutch. But not meant to be here for Team Spirit. It's another hero AK. Tanir funding Donk. Everyone will do it. They just want their star starting. 2 and 7. Gonna walk out mid. AWP will be cut off completely. NiKo needs to get a run. Is it the double spawn smoke? Yes. So that break will not stop this play. Still, before it pops, Monacy gets 2 shots. Donk dead again. Chopper, Shiro follow up. They've got B.
Dropped out here in mid. They take extra time grabbing it, and that leaves more players in the open. Even a boost throwing up, trying to give Monacy a slight glimmer over the top of this smoke. The bomb's still trapped on Shiro out in middle. Nades have actually blown the smoke open, and that gives rise to even more from Monacy.
HE after HE. Falcons just blow those smokes non-stop. And Spirit, they get the B entries, they get all the space, they have the sight, they just can't get the bomb in. You know how heavy the odds flip when that bomb gets planted on B. It gets stuck on the ramp. And Donk must just feel like he's not getting to play right now. I can't look at any of these rounds and say, Donk has made a mistake. Donk has done something wrong. He is just getting caught by great utility for Falcons. Like this, Monacy breaks the smoke from NiKo, hits a second shot onto Donk. They threw a double smoke. It still got broken by the nade. NiKo's nade is perfect.
For a guy, you know, for so many squads, matching up against Donk feels like a curse. Or as we've said, the one that he could never get past, the one player he could never conquer. NiKo and Monacy, and that might keep up here. This is crazy dominant.
Yeah, and you know it's not just NiKo and Monacy who have this track record. It's Kyosuke who wants to join it, right? He would love to have a strong head-to-head against a player where so many comparisons were made. And maybe unjustly so. Definitely, if you compare debuts. But it was still always a conversation. So Kyosuke, that extra bit of motivation to perform against his former organization in this debut head-to-head against Donk.
The util's been so good. NiKo even going back down, gets another HE out of spawn. If they hear more sound on the catwalk, this strong damage from the nades is set to continue. A second one, and you're already nearly dead on Chopper and Shiro.
And Falcons have that stage experience. They know when they hear that speaker go in the auditorium, they hear that nade go off, they know it landed. High damage done. NiKo looks to finish the job.
They're already wounded. The flash is good. Nearly the lineup. They are all so low. m0NESY, what's he going to do? The AWP over here at Ram, mollied out of position, forces him wide and into the open, right into the prying eyes of Chopper. But so far from being out of this are the Falcons. Donk reclaims one, still low on HP. Shiro with a second from the short side, and TeSeS might just have to bail, might just have to write this off. Something's called him back in. But Zwei with a clean tap, and finally this streak from the Falcons, 7 in a row, broken by Team Spirit.
Yeah, and the teammates to do it. Everyone pulls their weight, finally getting Donk in a late round to do something. And huge kill from Chopper, climbing up between those two smokes to find m0NESY. He was about to wallbang the plant out onto a low HP planter. That was such an important kill. Would have thrown the whole round into chaos. That's the least likely round you'd expect out of Spirit with all the HE damage. But the one flash that blinds Nico, stops his multi-kill. Spirit find a second, looking to recover for a 5-round half.
And this is where it has to start. You know, that can't just be a one-off. That can't be a flash in the pan. This has to be a string of successful rounds now for Team Spirit.
Oh, I love this boost. Classic simple boost. Means the short flash won't catch him. No one's pre-aiming this high. So is it Donk walking the corner? I think the molly might elude vision here for m0NESY, and so he might have to fall off. Can he still see? Cross comes in. Donk goes back. m0NESY sees nothing. I think they've got to be cautious of the left side here. Coming in to clear it, m0NESY hits his shot. Donk dead again. No one's saving you now, Team Spirit. 3 on 5. Zwei spammed through the B smoke, and TeSeS has been a rock on long.
Yeah, just playing goalkeeper right now for Falcons, right? Not these crazy flashy plays, but he's saving them time and time again over on the long side. Just stopping these splits from coming in, communicated across that damage was done. Tanir is low, and it's a clean finish for m0NESY.
Can't save here, they've got him trapped and they know it.
Woo! Nice shot. Gonna need another one. Can't find it, and so it might just be solitary rounds for Spirit in this first half.
And I mean, just watching m0NESY's POV brings a tear to your eye. He is playing the lights out right now, hitting fast flicks, landing every shot he takes, 13 and 5. Buddy systemed with Nico. Making it look so easy, as he often does. Spirit buying down to the end of the half. And m0NESY's found another pick. Chopper gone first.
There's just really, you know, no players outside of these two that get under Donk's skin. But you're seeing a lot of frustration from him in a game that he's never got going in. 3 and 9.
m0NESY is 5-0 in opening duels. He is not missing a beat.
Look at this! m0NESY is taking control of the game, and there is nothing Spirit can do about it. You can find everyone else. You can deal with them all, but if you can't get past m0NESY, you can't get past Falcons. Donk with the walkout in a B. I think the spot was there maybe from TeSeS. Util comes out, Donk secured a path, but the bomb's still lost out in top mid.
TeSeS is gonna find it.
And he's uncovered this. Tanir swinging out, but here comes the m0NESY AWP just to keep a watchful eye on that bomb. He's on for the ace. And the final man left to beat. The final player left to deal with, it's Donk.
Donk in a clutch, but this one has no legs. This one is not happening. Positionally lost. Bomb top mid. Donk is done. Have you ever seen Donk save?
I mean, first kill comes in, but look at who's left. It's his kryptonite. And m0NESY, shot for the ace, sails past, but he's going to be given another chance at it. Donk on that swing, and it's all m0NESY, baby! Bow down before him. Donk's master has been found, 18-5 on Monacy.
And Donk is just shell-shocked. He doesn't know what to think. 4-10. It has been the perfect game from Monacy. A POV that feels like a dream. And Spirit's nightmare on this T side. It is their map pick. They have nothing to show for it. This is not a rivalry because Spirit just don't win. We thought today could be the difference. Not a player has gotten started. A near clutch from Tania. A couple of nice shots on Shiro. But Spirit have not been the story to tell.
I mean, Monacy was still behind us for most of that previous game. He really wanted to get this one underway, and you can see why. Chance at a double-digit CT half for the Falcons. An opening here, a rarity for Team Spirit, a 5v4 that goes untraded, and they're going to try and pressure Nico over here in mid. First kill found, can't do anything more. Kixan dead out in the window. Something might be brewing here, a chance for the third, but they've still got their kryptonite left to deal with.
TeSeS saved the life of his opponent. Monacy wanted that shot. TeSeS got in the way, it would have killed him. Monacy holds the trigger, and Falcons in this final round will absolutely have to try.
If you don't win this, you're crushed, right? You're in a 3-on-2 post-plant. It's been a game that has so quickly slipped through your fingers. You hit tab, you look at who's left, you know Monacy is coming. You know he's looking for this and believing in it every step of the way. Creep out through the window, he's silenced, and so Spirit at least get this one, scraping by with just 3 rounds in this first half.
Oh, it's really been a rough game for Spirit. At least they break the momentum by the end of the half, but they don't get long to think about it. 30 seconds, stay with us, folks, so we run it right back on that CT side for Spirit. Falcons playing out of their mind right now. Monacy forcing every engagement. A flawless opening kill record, 6 multi-kill rounds. And Donk, disheveled so far. Can never count him out from a recovery, but no one on Spirit is giving you any other faith either. That was a good round from Tania in middle, able to get a multi, back off, play the clock. But safe to say it's pistol or bust for Team Spirit.
Well, they got an anti-long rush set up, and that's exactly what Falcons are bringing their way. But the flashes are so late. The flashes are so late. And that just sacrifices Donkin's way on a platter.
That's a disaster.
You ran the perfect setup to counter this round, but had trouble in the execution. And this must-win pistol for Spirit now hinges on Chopper and Shiro. They're going to cross quietly. Monacy's even debating coming through. Decides against it. Play ahead, play forward. Look for this bomb plant. Look for the site control. They know Spirit have got to be close by. They hear the tag there on Shiro. Jump on the dualies, but just nothing's going right. Ooh. Not a shot connects. Chopper needs to make up for those late flashes. This will be the time to do it. Some flashes of brilliance needed, and they're not found. Dead after one. Shiro in the clutch. Jumping dualies, that's what it's left to. Trying to close the distance. Kixan shuts him out of it.
Oh, you would have bet on Shiro there every time. Only 4 in the mag, but he's a clutch player of Team Spirit. Better gun for the job.
The wheels have fallen off, man. The wheels have fallen off for Spirit.
Yeah, dude, what's up with the flashes there? I mean, you know, Chopper and Tania were like looking at each other, trying to get set up there, but where's the call that they're out long, that there's high flashes, that you hear steps? It's so late. And again, I feel like Don gets let down as a result.
Oh, he's the guy taking first contact.
Yeah, he's stuck on the corner.
Sacrificed.
No flash.
In a team that's all about setting Donk up, they let him down.
Now just B-rush, nothing to do here. It's actually an eco for Spirit, a rare eco. Donk gets one on the Deagle, but it's armorless and he falls. And with that, any chance of making this round interesting is by the wayside. And so Team Spirit are relying on a Soul Rifle round as Falcons make this game look easy.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe, you know, this is two of the best teams in the world going head-to-head. You wouldn't believe that this is #1 in the world in Donk for the side of Spirit. That's just not how the game is felt. That's not what the scoreline reflects. This has been a shockingly easy affair for the Falcons. And even though they have this flawless track record in the head-to-head, you know, it's never felt this easy. It's never been like this.
No. Nothing would feel better than just finishing it off of this gun round at this scoreline. Make it this dominant into Falcons' home map of Ancient. Running up mid, Spirit bringing the heat. m0NESY's jump spot has seen this, and the nade even connects damage, so TeSeS on watch. Dixon trying to clear him. Out lower comes Kyosuke, beating Donk in that head-to-head. It's all gone wrong. And for Falcons, so right. In a 5v3, they sit back and relax. Pressure not on them. Oh, peeks early, eats the flash. Would have had Shiro, who turned away from it. So Shiro, top performer of Team Spirit, trying to keep them alive in this gun round. This penultimate gun round. Every single player of Spirit split up. Chopper, a peek into m0NESY, who is missing nothing. 3 players out long, no one here to stop them. And Nico even lurking B. This assures the round and denies any chance of saving your guns. They're right there for the taking.
Oh, he wants them both. He wants them both. He is the crowd starting to chirp up, and he just takes it while he's got it because Zway is dead down here in Spawn. Falcons, they've got 9 chances to close this map out, and something tells me they don't need any more than 1.
Yeah, what an impressive game. I mean, Spirit haven't been able to do anything. Falcons getting the confidence to be pushing up mid on CT side.
To think that this might be just as dominant as that game versus Tyloo. That's crazy. In that one, you know, m0NESY currently sat as the best rated player in the event, topping the charts.
Yeah, this is going to make it better.
23 kills on both maps. You didn't think that this would be the game to push him even further up the board.
Well, then you haven't been watching the history. Nico burning, that smoke takes a second, but he still finds a little pocket on the edge. We'll give it up. 5-7 up close, a threat. Chopper's pistol, Donk on the 1 rifle. He's rotating out. Falcons very slow in middle in this round. Thinking the same thing, why not just close it here and now?
Yeah, don't make an easy game hard for yourselves. And so they try their hand at a bit of long control. When they don't like what they see, they're very, very quick to just go and regroup out here in mid, and this leaves you with a lot of options. You can play reactively based on where you get the contact here.
Oh, it's messy.
Aggression out on short, Donk with 1 from mid. Hell, why not make it a double? m0NESY there to cancel him out.
Not a 5v3 that Donk gets
3 players over on short. And the Falcons gonna play right into their hands. TeSeS fed another. m0NESY has made his way out through mid, and it's this duo. This was the hype duo prior to the Kyosuke signing. The 2 that were meant to uplift Falcons to the top. m0NESY creeping in, backstabbed and dead at the hands of Shiro. It's left to Nico. Other side of the map. They sent m0NESY out as a fake. 20 seconds in the 1v4.
They didn't see him. He's just going to take the space. He's going to take the plant. Chopper's closer, though. Chopper hears this. Jump shot. No plant for Nico getting played with. Time wasted. 2-on-1. Nico needs to line them up here and now, but no. TeSeS saves the day and keeps this game going. You can't say you're doubting the possibility of an impossible clutch with how hard this game has gone for Spirit. But that is one round in a sea of success from Falcons.
That's Donk's first multi-kill in this game.
Oof.
2 on the mid-push with the FAMAS. The first time he's been able to do that on Dust2. And because Kixan's getting a call from the front, has all this time to try and come up with a winning strategy, nothing's off the table. That's what Spirit are having to contend with here. Even a low buy like this feels scary. You don't have time to have measured tendencies. You don't know how they're feeling. They feel like they can do anything. Flash through mid, it's Shiro blind. Donk provides the cover.
Okay.
There's the follow-up. His second multi-kill again found over here in mid, and another 5v3 delivered from Donk. Shiro helps keep it squeaky clean. But it's very late in the day. It would have to be an 11th hour comeback here, and it's still so far from fruition. Donk only just getting going now, this late in Dust2. Last time they split up in the 2v4. This time they look to play it together. It's TeSeS and Nico joining forces over on the catwalk. You got one smoke to try and make this play. It comes out now. And TeSeS doesn't survive the crossing. Will Nico fare any better? Here's the rotate up through spawn. Knows about a player on ramp as well, but the spam from Shiro keeps him safe. And for now, they get to play at least one more round on Dust2.
You'd like to think, right? It's a full eco here from the Falcons, so no expectations. Donk faces the 2 AKs brought into the round, removes them with ease. Even as they're shuffled along, Falcons, nothing to note, no bomb plants, no money, 4 Glocks. Just a mid-smoke, and that is it here in this round. They're going to run it up short. Chopper's nay, but will he even peek off this? Right now, they're going to find out very late. Shiro's going to have multiple targets with this AWP. He's committing. Dangerous move, but not if TeSeS bails him out. Shiro, Chopper, everyone enters the kill feed, and they don't even let Falcons plant. An important factor when you consider the money. No AWP for Monacy, limited utility, but AKs nonetheless for Team Falcons. First time out of the game. Fair enough.
Look, it's the only time that Spirit have streaked together anything. Their first streak of rounds here with these last 3. First series of multi-kills out of Donk. And like we said, why let an easy game get hard? TeSeS going to try and weigh in now. He has had a very free day thus far.
Shiro's definitely risen up the ranks. He was the one guy on double digits in all of the lost rounds for Spirit. Now finding some important AWP kills to keep him in the game. 18 and 13. It was always going to be about him and Donk in this match. Still looking for more multi-kills from Donk, and how long he might find them.
Yeah, right place again. They've been used to finding him over here in middle, so on the back of that pause, he changes it up, changes position. You see him in the feed. He's not supposed to be here. Donk, only good for 1.
Okay.
And in this stretch of rounds, it's been his multi-kills that have teed up Spirit.
Oh, Zwei onto Nico.
Yeah, you saw Nico miss this exact series of shots.
Zwei doesn't take it. He's got the timing. He's got the kill.
3-on-3. Falcons hoping this can be the close. This can be where they lay it to rest. They don't have to worry about a Spirit comeback. Donk out of the picture. TeSeS gone as well. Zwei picked up. Shiro's the only heavy hitter left standing. Oh, with a swing and a miss, and now they know about it. The trump card of Spirit has been played.
It's fading.
Smoke disappears, and now the angle's open. Shiro dead. Chopper, it's in his hands now. The whole team looking on. He can't find the spray, and m0NESY closes on Dust2. His best game at IEM Chengdu yet, and it's not versus Tyloo in the first round, it's versus Spirit. Embark on this ancient journey. We're looking at m0NESY. Can he replicate the success of Dust2? Will Donk get switched online? Playoffs to play for here, and two top squads set to clash on Ancient.
Yeah, 10-win streak with this roster for Team Falcons. It is not an easy setup for Spirit, as good as their runs have been. This is Falcons' home map. It's the one that Spirit broke out onto. T-side is something to marvel by. But Falcons, that's where they'll start. I also think m0NESY is an AWPer who's able to extract so much value on the T side with the AWP on this map. Many others can't do the same thing. The mid pop smokes, the way they take mid control is really fun to see. So let's see what Falcons have to show.
Also, you weren't giving them enough credit. It's 11.
11 with the old roster, 10 with this roster.
Fair play.
Fast into the B site though. TeSeS follows up, and they're taking this space in cave. TeSeS taps out Julie's like it's nothing.
All right, one back for Chopper. It's all left on a Tania, 1 versus 3, but he's got a good timing here on cave. Fires off a second too soon, and now the cover's there. Crossing a m0NESY is a tricky task. Won't even make it that far. You can't deny the form he's in.
Yeah, red hot right now. Unstoppable. China buff. And Team Falcons take the pistol. Spirit with a difficult decision to force. You would often see them go for it, but I feel like just given how this match has gone, they might just want to maximize gun rounds. So it's one flash on Chopper and nothing more. High over middle. TeSeS is out, but it's already climbing heaven side, and Falcons just can go B. While he mops up middle, 3 for TeSeS. Easily done and finished off with no problem. So let's go. Game begins now. Team Spirit get rifles to match the Falcons.
It's a bit of a bonus round here, so something fast called from TeSeS, just trying to barrel through this B site. Ooh. Sway and Shiro, good for the openings as this fast B hit looks to get repelled convincingly. Shiro, stellar hold. 4 kills on the rifle. Didn't have the cash to bring the AWP out in this first round, and you're glad he didn't.
Yeah, he's stolen the show for Spirit more than anyone in this matchup. Was able to get a few important kills towards the end. The CT side with the AWP ended positive, but gonna need more than just one man if Spirit are gonna keep this up. It's a great show to stop the B rush. Falcon's gonna have to dig a little bit deeper than that. TeSeS charging out middle. Boost up instead. I don't think he can see over this smoke. Perfect nade lands in their face. So A contact instead, and no one home. The alarm bells must be ringing for Spirit. They have heaven control right now. They have full mid info. Nothing's going on the map. Got to move a player over towards A. Tania fills that void. But even he is cautious. They're already out. m0NESY clearing as much as he can with his AWP. Tania shuffles in. But it must feel clear to Spirit what the intention is. They have the entire map.
Even if the intention feels clear, it's taken a long while to make the adjustments here for Spirit. Still just left it to TeSeS alone out in Donut, and he's run through straight away. Donk now moves in a position, but smoke in front of him, and nothing left to play for. They've just hemorrhaged so many players straight away. And this might be a save.
I'm just shocked that there's not enough players in the site, right? I feel like Spirit need to make that realization sooner. They have B door smoked off. They have 3 players watching middle for the longest time. TeSeS gets his space back, but even Chopper doesn't rotate in. And Falcons, yeah, they throw a red smoke before they throw the A smoke. They fake a little bit, but it still feels like Spirit are out of position, caught with their pants down. And we know how hard those A site retakes are when you don't have any kills. So sure, nothing done by TeSeS, but he also had no help. 5 alive for Falcons. It shouldn't be that easy to just execute the A site with a single smoke. And so Halley calls a pause, trying to get ahead of things. Not too late to save this game. It's one of Spirit's best maps. And with Falcons having a 10-win streak, there's going to be data. There's going to be plenty of tendencies to study.
I mean, you're just like feeling, you know, a lot of this is really down to does Donk get switched online? You know, because he's so consistent in his output, you kind of forget about it, but he's still a very young guy, still in the early stages of his career. It was only after he, you know, completed the Trinity, picked up the trophy in Cologne, where he went on to kind of talk about the year prior, if you remember, where they went out in last place. And he said, like, I wanted to quit after that tournament.
Wow.
So, you know, not immune to kind of falling prey to the emotions. And this is a very, very one-sided head-to-head for him. And these games might be brutal on the Falcons' run to the playoffs. So a lot of this is going to come down to, you know, can Donk power through that and find a way to get switched online regardless?
Yeah, you mentioned the consistency. I think that's the one thing that is almost, because it's so crazy, it's almost expected every single time. And, well, you know, Spirit need him to win, no doubt about it. But we've never seen a player like him in terms of consistency. It's not just the carries. It's the fact that he does it day in, day out, every tournament. You know, one early exit is a shock, but it's also a rarity. Even players like Nico, who have the longevity, have gone through the highs, gone through the lows, had inconsistencies. Highest heights, lowest lows, everything. For Donk, the expectation is perfection. And so when you play a game like this, a game where you're getting swept under the rug by formidable foes like m0NESY and Nico, can he stay in the game? 3-on-4 now, damage done, some missed utility from Team Falcons gets punished. And they also fire back.
Donk moving around, gonna beat that smoke, gets out ahead of it. First kill found, can he do something here to get the ball rolling? Nice. He seems to think so, a multi-kill from Donk. Now he's got his nemesis to beat in the head-to-head.
2-on-1, how do you win this, Nico? The trade should be instantaneous, 10 seconds he's saving. What a shame. It was right there for the taking. But they won't let it happen. Donk barreling through the smoke, double kill, bomb drop to win the round. Called upon him, and he appears and gives Spirit their second. Very awkward red smoke, and yeah, look at what it does to them. Not just gives them the fight in red, but allows Shiro to play behind it, get 2 kills. m0NESY boosted with his AWP, KyoSuke breaking them at elbow smoke, and m0NESY's pick comes in easily. They're going to speed up.
And look who he's got in here alongside him. KyoSuke's even provided one more out in middle. I mean, this is a matchup that's quickly building to have it all. m0NESY, insane performance map 1. KyoSuke topping the charts here on Ancient. Sam waits for the smoke fade as the captains face off, and Chopper will beat him in that head-to-head. They're waiting for a moment, seeing if they're given any type of reaction here, right? They know spirit of the team feeling all the pressure in this 4-on-3. They want to go and find Chopper over here in the cave. He hasn't moved a muscle. He is in the exact same position as when he fought Kicksan, only deciding to leave right in that moment as Nico swings in. And so the defense is split here. TeSeS and Shiro, worlds apart. TeSeS is like fighting all on his lonesome. And they hear Kyosuke. Shiro provides another. This is looking to be the turnaround from Team Spirit. An unlikely round to pick up. Ooh. But it's one they own, all the same. 2 from Shiro, 2 from TeSeS. Both excelling in their solo holds.
Yeah, it almost looks like it's going wrong. Chopper's timing lets him down as he repositions, but Shiro saves him. If he leaves his position a second earlier, Kyosuke's going to catch him. Instead, he hears the footsteps, able to cancel his flank, and the kills come to him. Shiro saving the day again for Team Spirit. Money a factor once more for the Falcons. Have to be the eco for Spirit to take the lead for the first time since the opening pistol on Dust2.
And good seeing these types of signs of life. Took them till the second half to get their first streak of rounds on that previous map. So a little warmer here. Whole map under their belts. And a chance to go for 3 in a row.
It's a nice setup to play on an anti-eco. You know teams are going to lean towards cave rather than ramp. It's close corners, pistols can flood. They're going for a triple boost, you'll see. Putting a Deagle on top to try and pick a player along. Kyosuke on top, does hit the tag onto Donk, but had to fall off. Donk spots him, great grenade. I can't believe Donk is ready for that. That's a CT smoke thrown by TeSeS, and it allows m0NESY to cross red. Shiro suddenly got to watch his back. It's more where that came from.
Yeah, Chopper's moving over, so support's on its way. And now only the Deagle left, shut down. It's Nico out towards heaven. They're going to come looking for him. There's the spot, and everyone wants a piece of the action. TeSeS going to be the one to grab it. Spirit finally find themselves in the lead, in pole position.
Is that a smile on Donk's face I'm seeing? That's a dangerous sign for Falcons.
I mean, you've got to acknowledge the output you're getting from Shiro, right? Even in their darkest hour on that previous map. You said it earlier on, he was the one guy with output. Here, he's still topping the charts. It's why you're still looking so intently at Donk.
This is the game we wanted. I wanted a close match. You know, it's fun to see Falcons just run over with m0NESY playing like that, but now they have to dig a bit deeper. We're seeing some mischievous looks on Hallie's face. Like Spirit have more to show, some dynamic setups. Falcons don't have the orb this time. Will they default back into something A-Wood bound? It's where they found their cleanest round here on this T side. Nades into middle, Kyosuke bears the brunt.
Good high flash, that leaves everyone blind. TeSeS actually played all the way through this smoke as well. It's a nasty surprise when they try to come out. Now both players in mid nearly sacrificed. The backstab lands. Shiro gets out with another. And it's looking to be a dominant round here for Team Spirit. As they're picking up momentum now, this could transform into a very different game.
Yeah, it should have been a double kill for Kyosuke, but I think he scroll wheels there and jumps over the AWP. Either way, it was the guy in the smoke, TeSeS, with backs turned, had that one safely assured it's late flashes for Spirit. I mean, this is the familiarity, right? They know what Falcons like to do. It's mid-pops, it's late mid-pops, it's different timings. It's what Spirit was so good at when they first started breaking onto Tier 1. The way they took middle, the timings they did it. And so really, really delayed flashes to re-clear elbow, wreck Falcons round, puts them now on pistols. Gonna go for the B-pop.
Donk here as a third piece. So the stack in the right place. Chopper wins his fight again over Kicksan back in the cave.
See ya.
And a clean tap to get rid of Nico. You can't dodge that one.
Tapping the smoke. Works
These rounds
wonderfully.
have been very, very clean. In the last 3, out of a possible 15 surviving, you've had 14 make it through. These have been dominant rounds on this 5-round streak from Spirit.
All right, all out for m0NESY now. It's what we've been waiting for. If you saw Dust2, you saw what one man can do.
Problem you're going to have is, Shiro's going to have this AWP really for the remainder of the half.
Yeah.
And that is a huge factor. Money was a big problem back on Dust2. You were losing so many rounds. You just had to go for every buy you could. And oftentimes that came with limitations. That is not the case anymore on Ancient.
Double Heaven Nade to try and set Chopper up. A lot of damage onto Kicksan, but he's still going to make it across. And Falcons allowed to take middle this time. Spirit don't fight for it. Got to be careful here. Chopper can't spam. He's got 10 bullets. And they'll push in on the reload. Sway moves in to cover him. Waiting for the jump peek. Orbs facing off down ramp. Shiro hits his. An audacious angle. Finding the 5v4. m0NESY's been waiting multiple rounds to get that AWP in, and it disappears with nothing. Perfect timing for Chopper this time. The trade is allowed. Shiro's swapped. He's taken A, so that allows the 3 rifles to stack this B bomb site. They don't care about middle. They know Falcons have numbers here, and if they're going to leave, it will be last second. But Falcons aren't going to leave. One smoke, one molly, here they come.
Again into a stack. Tania on the swing. Quick work made over the ramp take. And Spirit have won out this half at worst. They could sweeten the deal. This could go from what was building to be a very, very one-sided series into a hope for Spirit on map 2.
Yeah, breaking that win streak on this map as well would feel very nice to go into a third decider of Train.
Map that's a bit of a question mark as well. For Spirit at least.
Not seen them play it this season. But it was great when they brought it in back at Astana, getting their warm-up in on it. It's all for later though. Falcons trying to squeeze out a couple of rounds at the end of this game. End of this half rather. Execute. Thrown in by TeSeS, but the bomb is outside the B door. Trying to keep Spirit guessing. Tania doesn't waver. He spotted Nico. One Deagle kill, and this round can get very tricky for Spirit, who are heavy dedicated towards A, but this fake hasn't done too much because Spirit don't see anyone. Those smokes have faded. The window of opportunity gone. And Chopper sets up with Tania to fight the ramp together.
Oh, Nico just turned away. Did he see the shadow? Gets back to it in time, but Chopper's going to beat him to the punch. And he stays aggressive. He doesn't back out. Knows he has m0NESY trapped at the door. He's going to leave his teammates in the sight in this crossfire just to farm up this cave push. And is it really going to be another flawless round for Team Spirit? TeSeS denies them that right at least, but you can't deny just how clean, how comfortable these rounds have felt.
3 kills in the last 5 rounds for Falcons. and all of them on separate rounds. I mean, money's not even a conversation at this point for Spirit. It's more just about the dominance and how one-sided these rounds are becoming. All of this without Donk. Not to say he's missing, he's not been required. 4-4, surplus on this CT side. The Anchors holding their spots, Shiro staying mobile, Chopper doing his job. This is what we wanted, not just Donk, but everyone else. And a humbling T-side for Falcons, who can't even make these rounds close.
Yeah, and when you're on this type of streak, you know, you're often picking into the map. You're often starting T-side. They usually actually get great output here. So this really is an oddity. This really does stand out. With how everything started, that initial 3-1 lead, there was a moment where you thought you were just going to get back to business. You were going to start beating up on Spirit all over again, but
pace change.
That is not how it's panned out. A sprint through mid for Kixan. He's giving chase to the Shiro AWP. NiKo's been able to get past Chopper, a fight that's very consequential. He's been a menace over here in Cave.
Oh, Tanir, what a position. Does TeSeS get past him too quick, or is he going to clear this perfectly? Tanir nails the headshot. 4-on-4, but Red Room control. Re-aggression on B. NiKo spots it. They're blocking each other. They want to commit. They want a full send, and Shiro gets that trade. It's all up to the red play. They could flank A.
Shiro going to come back, try keep an eye on this, but they've already taken red. m0NESY handed a sitter. m0NESY handed a freebie, and now he gets the spot on mid.
Tap.
Donk with a tap to get rid of him. They didn't see Tanir. They only know about Donk. B site is opened up, so that plant will be found for the Falcons as they look for 4 on the half.
How do you get through this? Fading.
TeSeS out on an island, just dead straight away.
Okay.
And Kixan can't find a thing. Donk has his round. And it brings a smile back to his face, albeit for a moment. As his 3K delivers on an 8-round streak for Team Spirit.
Yeah, you thought that first map was dominant. Well, Spirit will send a message right back the other way, outlasting the streak of 7 the Falcons were able to find back on Dust2 CT side. And Donk, he has his moment indeed. Pops off in the final round of play, but so reassuring to see more than just Donk in this game. He needed help. Spirit came to provide. Falcons, an explosive couple of opening rounds and then just hitting their head against the wall with stomp after stomp from Spirit. And we jump straight into that second half. Lots of util here for Team Spirit.
Falcons usually head into these second halves feeling like they've done all the legwork, feeling like they've put in all the effort, and they just have to complete the CT side.
We have the best CT side in the world on this map, so let's get the momentum up again, boys.
Yeah.
Let's see what they can do. Zonic with the pep talk. They need this pistol round. If they don't find it, their time on Ancient, their time to turn this one around will get away from them. Run down after the first double.
Ooh.
Answered back, it's NiKo and it's Kixan.
Still in the sight.
Chopper eludes capture for now, gets out with 1, and he's having a great game.
He's good on pistols.
He's rising up towards top of the board. The Spirit have faith in their captain to pull this clutch through. Retrieves the bomb, but knows pressure is still on. Never saw m0NESY. Don't know that he's sitting idly by in the cave, ready to pounce, but that is an awkward miss. Chopper's still super low, but you've given him a chance. You've given them a bomb plant at least. 2 shots left in the Glock for Chopper. So it would have to be perfect if he wants to pull this off. And they are encircling him, this duo of NiKo and m0NESY. They're meant to give you the hard rounds, or by extension, this one should be easy. Oh no! Backstab in! NiKo bails them out, and m0NESY breathes a very real sigh of relief.
I can't believe he doesn't reload. Chopper, he's got that dog in him. Wants to go for the highlight clutch. Can't get caught reloading, but also caught by the flank. Big rotation out of NiKo, who was spotted back in CT, goes all the way around the world, wins the round with seconds to spare before Chopper can get behind cover. Really thought they were grouped up. A fourth foul for Falcons, a necessity on this second map. Donk AK. Spirit absolutely incentive to buy up here. With a lead this hard and with a bomb plot. Belief that they can tip the scales back in their favor. Limited harassment for Falcons, who are worried about an instant A rush. Starting heavy on the A side. And just playing mid for information. B is weak, they won't push. There's only a smoke remaining on this bomb site, so wise decision to lean back and play retake. Use their rifles to their advantage. They don't really know where Spirit are at this point. On the extremities. And with Zwei throwing that Molotov, it makes Falcons believe it's heavy B, so three-man hold. Nico and Kiyosuke on the A side. Odyssey is rotating for red. 40 seconds as these smokes get set up. Zwei, a kill, would fake this hard.
Yeah, it would eliminate Monacy as a problem from CT. Deny that early rotate. He's creeping out of the B site right now. He's going to have great space here. No one's watching Cave.
Oh, no.
There is a huge gap, and Zwei has found it. Won't be ready for a second man over at long, but...
They don't move. They know.
Kiyosuke and Nico have to keep this one safe for the Falcons, and they'll do exactly that. Stubborn in that two-man A setup. They never broke it down.
It's a little scary, but I think the fortunate thing is the clock is so low that Spirit can't wait for Zwei to fake that any slower. They have to throw the execute, and at that point, Falcons see the smokes. They realize Zwei is just a fake, and they can stay in their positions. They were already too strong on A. So the clock really gets the better of Spirit in that round. One kill is all they take. And now back to Eco indeed.
Donk bought a Deeg armor here. What is otherwise an eco round for his team. He's put a lot of cash in. Looking for that opening, looking for the upgrade, and he's going to find it.
That's why you buy Kevlar.
Hold your horses. This is Donk with a point to prove. You don't go for this buy unless you intend to do something with it.
Chopper gone over on Heaven, two in middle, and Spirit know it. They might just try and crunch together. It's Falcons who are the initiators. Flash for Kiyosuke to take his kill. Kicks and tucked in hard. He's got a cover from Monacy. Donk needs this trade. He's got it. Does he check the back of the site? Kicks and lets him in. He shuts him down. Shiro gone as well. And a nice try on an armor eco buy. But Kixon catches them by surprise. Spirit attack, rather. Second one of the map. Head of the first buy of the half. Falcons on their T side set the precedent of this A attack in this round. Got a flawless A executing.
Donk has the mid spawn. Does he want to try and play with this? Nades have done great damage. He is super low from the get-go, and Kiyosuke on the spam gets rid of him. So they'll get out middle, sure, but they pay a heavy price for that space. Kiyosuke never really let his eyes off of mid here, still remaining active in the red room. Hasn't backed away after the first. You'll have to wait and see whether that proves to be a blessing or a curse for the Falcons.
Flash allows him to get out though. They set him up to rotate towards B. Bomb is still outside of middle here on Tania, so an A execute feels possible. Instead, Donut smoke and Spirit move in through middle. m0NESY's AWP puts itself in place to stop this A attack. Spirit's silent drop-off box to go for this A split. Chopper's timing is integral. Needs to be trading his team. m0NESY against everyone.
Next nearest point of rotation is Nico.
Stops the Brokey peek.
Oh, m0NESY spotted now back in the temple. A second swing and a miss. Can Nico make up for it? First kill secured, but he's going to get run down. KyoSuke helps keep things even and looks to drive this one home. It's just Shiro now, the man to beat. He's got 8 seconds. Time is his enemy here. Won't be given the room to get that bomb planted. And so even though he's far and away the top performer, time decides it in this round. Scoreline continues to close in on Team Spirit.
And he can't even grab that AWP at the end either. Time again lets down Spirit in this round, much like their force buy. No clock for that clutch for Shiro. m0NESY knows he can afford to die just by hunting that final player, and Kixon lets the clock expire. Idea was good for Spirit. They got Falcons in the wrong place. But in a 4v5 already in a bit of a rough spot, Donk got spammed through the smoke at the start. Never got to play. But he always finds an AK, gives it another go. Back to his favorite position, behind the boxes in mid. Falcons not scared of B right now. It's only TeSeS here, bottom performer, or well, side by side with Kixon. Still has 1 block left, so looks to give it up. Donk again dies to KyoSuke. That head-to-head starting to build in favor of the Falcons player. And even flanking now, Falcons know what's going on. They're right behind on this BXEC. Uh-oh, miss smoke.
Kixan given room as a result, gets out with a free kill. And any hope in this round out the window as only Chopper remains. Cancelled by m0NESY. KyoSuke really stepping up as this game rages on. Well, map 1 was all about the m0NESY showing. Now it's about the former Spirit Academy player.
And I mean, you can see just even tiny details, right? Just like a little mouse movement on a lineup of a smoke, and it goes 1 centimeter too deep, and Kixon just gets a kill because of it, because you presume your util is thrown correctly, and it's such a punish.
Хороший кол, Андрей. Круто было. Почти выиграли. Надо ошибки. Хороший кол.
Tania calling some shots. Well, Spirit needs something here. They need a savior. They've been 4v5'd on Donk and now Zwei in the last 3 rounds. Can Donk find an opener here? KyoSuke has been the bane of his existence. Again in red, tucked in. Playing a very tight angle. Nico trying to spot for him. Donut smoke comes in. I mean, it's not like Falcons haven't given Spirit mid, but this time they come to rip it away. Honestly, feels like he's done his job baiting for KyoSuke. He's still waiting for Donk. Not the 3rd time, surely not the 3rd time. And there's no trade in sight. He's allowed to walk away.
Little ugly for TeSeS, but still gets out with his 1. For Tania and Chopper, they're split up, and that rotate down through middle is not safe. You can't commit to it with Nico waiting for the drop down. The bomb is trapped at B, and so Tania gonna try and play through this, caught by m0NESY on the aggression. Nico just providing such a safety net to the Falcons. They know exactly the only spot this play can end up. Oh, the info help.
Got a stick though.
Nico closing in, and it was him and m0NESY that stopped Chopper in his last 1v2. They close in on him. And now it's a tie game.
Yeah, if Chopper sticks that bomb there, he actually has the chance. The molly's blocked Nico from flanking in cave, but nope, not today. One fake, that's all it takes, and Falcons have drawn this game up from a 9-3 lead.
Six
slow
in a row.
Yeah, slow but not steady for Spirit. The last 3 rounds with man advantages taken immediately.
And for easily, you know, the most anticipated signing in Kyosuke to Falcons when it happened, folks who felt like they missed the boat on the Donk signing, playing catch up with the hype around Kyosuke. There were a lot of comparisons between these two. A hell of a lot of comparisons between those two players. You join a team where the track record is flawless against the guy. Seeing him step up, rise to the occasion, and consistently win these head-to-heads over Donk in mid. Well, it's what you wanted. It's what you asked for.
Especially when this game isn't the m0NESY or Nico show. TeSeS is slowly but steadily rising back up in this game. He was really struggling. He's getting his kills in cave. m0NESY finds Donk again and follows up to Tania. Finally miss on the flick, but it's a 3v2. So he has to burn to get through that Molotov and the bomb. This is it. This is the round right now. Shiro catches Kixon jumping.
All right, then clash of the two Titan AWPers maybe. Or do you back up and once more hope that this B site can offer something?
All right, TeSeS says this is the true test. He's found his one here and there, but now he's got the world on his shoulders.
Get out with one. You've done enough to leave the round open. Fall straight away and m0NESY might be too far. And so TeSeS says, this is his chance to complete the redemption. And there's the double. What about all of them? TeSeS says, clawing his way back up the board, and that is Falcons in the lead. 7 rounds in a row. Can they match the streak of Team Spirit?
They took it personally, right? That 8-round streak on the CT side. Falcons right there, nipping at the heels of Team Spirit. And now they've taken the lead right back. Another broken buy, and worth noting, I mean, Donk has had a gun in almost every round of this T side. He has always forced a rifle or been dropped a rifle. He is not playing on pistols. And that's not a criticism, but there's been no results. You would expect him to be finding these entries. He's been struggling to do so. Boost up, TeSeS is ready. The redemption arc is miraculous, and meanwhile, Kixon's just walked down the ramp. Punished again and again. Spirit with no pace. And this is where we've seen some of their worst T-sides of this year, when it feels like they're just crawling into gunfights. How many 1v1s are we getting given right now to Falcons? No setups, no trades, no two-man plays, no spawn calls here for Spirit. They are just dripping into bomb sites. And Falcons are drying them out. I think he saw him as well.
Saw him.
Did he?
Yeah, they saw him.
Yeah.
They saw Chopper here. It's not even the element of surprise.
Yeah, there's just there's nothing. There's no quick rounds. There's no pace changes.
And because you've spent the whole time you were in the lead, you know, going for this slow style, you've lost that initiative. You can't go for a mega pacey round now. You feel like it's too late in the day, too late in the game. You don't want to throw away, you know, potentially your last rifle round on an aggro B here.
Absolutely. Those are the rounds you kind of reserve for the half buys, right, where you feel a little bit freer. But, you know, they've done some quick mid-takes, sure, but we've seen Falcons' tendency to just spam them through the smoke and find those 5v4s again and again.
It's game, set, and match now. 8 rounds in a row for the Falcons.
Yep.
If they can build from this, if they can take it one step further, give them a taste of the old anything you can do, we can do better.
Wow.
They will have firmly earned this playoff spot. Map 1 was a wash. Falcons dominated Spirit. This one held the promise of being a brawl, a battle, but it's just been streaks on streaks. The Falcons, a chance now to eclipse Spirits from that first half.
Good decision to just get out for m0NESY. He is going to use the audio and fake. Re-peek on this site. Odyssey, missed shot, and they overwhelm him. 5v3 here for Team Spirit as they look to charge down here in B. Grenade before Shiro gets out the cave, and the bomb is a little bit late, but there's no punish. Falcons coming through.
I mean, this has to be a Spirit round, right? They're in a bomb plant, a post plant, man up, now 2 players up. This is where they've got to do it. Nico very far removed, left from that A site, and so 8 rounds is the upper bound. That is where both these teams had their streak stopped.
We finally see a call from Spawn, right? Just focus on getting TeSeS out of the cave, and they just commit. Coming up the ramp, double entry. And Spirit, decisive move here to win their 10th round, to break that 8-round streak. Hunting this kill would be nice as well, just to get the AK out of the hands. Yeah, he's got it, so no save here for Team Falcons. Spirit enter their T side. After 8 rounds against them, they find their first.
And look, it feels monumental because you finally broke through this streak, but the job is so far from done.
Yeah.
Right, back on Dust2, when they had these streaks going against them, the most they could ever manage were these solitary rounds, and those aren't going to save you anymore. You gave up that lead a long time ago. This has to be the start of something for Spirit if they want to drag this on to be 3 maps after all.
Tanir and Donk in middle. They're not out and about, just util. Donk resets. TeSeS more passive in the cave. As that molly comes in, he smokes it off and looks to play ahead. Sway's walking through. Sway finds the kill. Massive opener here for Spirit. Finally, 5v4s in their favor.
Been a long time coming if you are Spirit, but yeah, you're dead on. Last 2 rounds, been able to get away with this. And so it's not some crazy grind here. These are the types of rounds you're supposed to win if you're Spirit. You've just got to follow through. The B site is empty. Kicksan's playing retake.
No one home.
Break on the smoke. He's hoping he can snatch one. But with Kiyosuke dead in mid, it's a losing battle here. Falcons back off. They'll concede this one, hoping to save. And even then, you tried to leave the round with 4 or 3 players left standing. You've lost 2 of them on the exit.
You would love a pause here just to think this over, because the mind games enter now. Spirit run almost the same round back to back and hit this B bomb site. They leave Tanir in middle. He this time kills the rotation. The flank from Kiyosuke denied. And now the big question for the Falcons is, do they do it again? Do they just go back to cave control into B hit? Tanir was mid both times. They only realized this one. And this hunt now, integral for Team Spirit, trying to take some guns away at the end. Kickson holds his own. And a few final seconds. Donk does deny.
That's brutal. If you got out with both of them, you could have an investment here. You could put a buy together. You would have everything.
You can get 4 rifles here if you want to risk it. I think you should. Better than ecoing for the orb. And so that final timeout from Falcons comes in as they pinch pennies and look for match point. And Kiyosuke's been such a rock here. 20 and 15, constant head-to-head against Donk in his favor. 3-0 opening kills. You would love some more output from Nico. Would have loved an orb from Odyssey. But no choice here. Falcons by full.
I mean, you're left feeling like Nico's barely got to be involved in these last couple of rounds, at least with the B hits, right? On the other side of the map.
What are we going to do about Cave? It might not matter. No 1B for Team Spirit.
You talk about those mind games. You got to this point with B plays. You got to this point
not again.
with an active stance over towards that B bomb site, and now they're going to switch it up in round 23, the penultimate round of regulation. Nico, who spent his entire game sitting over towards this A site, could still get left out of position by a smoke. Kiyosuke dead up in red. Donk.
Here we go.
Not taking this one lightly. And Monacy backstab. They run through A. Spirit, a very late in the day comeback to save themselves here. It looked like they were going to choke this lead. Shiro's got other ideas. He maintains his top spot on Team Spirit as they hunt down these final players. It's Kixan again, hoping to hold on to a rifle, hoping that this can be their one thing in the next round. It's all they're going to have.
Absolutely worth the hunt if they can find him, but no one's anywhere near. Either way, it's one gun. It's all they're going to get. Team Spirit take map point, looking to make Train a reality. And Falcons, so much work on this CT side. 8 straight rounds only to hit the wall.
And you saw Shiro talking down the line there. He's cooked something. He was direct. That is a man determined to close this out here in round 24.
And what a time
He has gotten rid of the AWP. The AWP is gone. He dropped it. Buys an AK here. Knows they're not up against much. Knows it's going to be a low econ round. And so maybe looking for something a little faster. Shiro's AWP does not make an appearance in round 24, and that's by choice.
Oh, Kyosuke burning alive. Donk back to back after all the head-to-head with Kyosuke smoke spamming him. That is 2 rounds where Donk picks him first. Revenge, sweet for Spirit. And right in the nick of time, a 5v3, and Falcons have no chance. That third map feels inevitable. Nico, though?
Hold on. Nico making a move. Kixan here with him. They found the perfect gap.
My goodness.
I don't know why he did that. Gave him a little sound cue. Backstab trying to come through on Shiro, and Kixan picks it up. There's the turnaround to deal with Donk. He's got the bomb. A minute left. And a world of uncertainty here as overtime looms. Backstab. An unlikely 2v2. TeSeS. They didn't head out through the heavens. Instead, they vacate the bomb. They know Spirit are going to waste time in this recovery mission. And Kixan fully repositions. TeSeS might die in their quest to find Kixan. They're going to check this surely. Oh, it won't matter! They weren't supposed to win this! 3 versus 5, 2 versus 4, and it all hinges on Chopper, but he's been read like a book! Overtime demanded. Falcons with the wildest round to get them there.
Inevitable, I said. It was right there. It was harder to lose than it was to win. And Nico almost chokes with a burst fire, but him and Kixan combine on this little elbow push. 3 kills for Kixan, a masterful reposition. And Falcons do the undoable. Overtime demanded.
And no one knows like Falcons just how brutal losing a 5v3 can be, especially with so much riding on it. They could still get this done on Ancient and keep that streak, those 10 games in a row, in check.
Simple for Spirit. Back to the B pressure. That molly forces a fight. To fight, Shiro almost wins. But Kyosuke stands tall on 20 health. Could have been a 5v4 for Spirit again. Still can be. More damage on the spam. Monacy in red and Donk tucked in. Unknown. Monacy just hits the flick like it's nothing. Like he knew all along.
Kixan's taking it one step further. Kyosuke's even been given the AWP on low HP. And so now Monacy makes his way over towards this B site. There's 4 players here, Spirit. Even as they move in, they don't hold the advantage. They're playing right in to the hands of the Falcons. It's going to take a multi-kill. Someone's going to stand and deliver, and it's not happening. Only Tania left. Swings wide. TeSeS finds him. And the captain rising to the occasion with a big 3K hold.
Yeah,
instant timeout from Spirit after that one doesn't go their way.
Yeah, you don't want to feel like you've thrown away your opportunity. That is also back-to-back 3Ks for Kixan into overtime, and then the first round for Falcons. This would be a disaster for Spirit. Not just the fact that they lost from 9-3, but then to finally find the momentum to take map point and lose to a 5v3 with no util, no kit, nothing but Famises and Deagles. And now Falcons finally show a behold. The sight that got Spirit back into this T side and frustration. No more smiles on the face of Donk. TeSeS and Donk again side by side in middle, but it's been allowed once more. They go back to A. m0NESY on the orb. Chopper looking for lost util, he's just found it. NiKo not far away, him and m0NESY against Team Spirit. NiKo, quiet game, but they're finally coming his way.
Yeah, he's been waiting all game rather for a chance to really feel like he's had an opportunity to make a difference. And this will be that round as a full A exec is rolled out by Spirit. m0NESY on the line. Puts that molly in time just to try and slow the roll and is there to catch Shiro. Up until now, he's been the guy at the forefront of the AWP conversation, but there, that one kill has huge implications.
Now what?
Loses the head-to-head, they get blocked in main, and whatever they had planned, they can't run it. It's back to the drawing board. They've got no util left outside of this smoke and a molly.
This is the worst position to be in. The only saving grace is there's no one in red room to stop this split through Donut. That has to be the port of call here for Team Spirit. But even as that molly lands, now Falcons know the intention. They still have m0NESY in this site.
Swings wide, m0NESY. As we've hit extra time, he knew someone had to step up, and m0NESY looks to be that guy. Hat-trick in the hold. A second round picked up for the Falcons, and that one, much like the last, squeaky clean. They have gone up a gear once we've hit overtime.
Unreal that they couldn't keep this going. That they even manifested this comeback in the first place. We heard the call from Zonic at halftime saying we are the best CT team in the world on Ancient. Let's show them. 8 straight rounds. Map point against them. Still, Falcons look to finish strong. Spirit set up for the same play. Early smokes, perhaps to force the util out as they crawl through main, and m0NESY plays an audacious angle. Just moves away. I think they've heard that reposition. So is it going to be retake on the A site? They hear that scope as well. Spirit, no, they can just walk in right now. An entry for Donk is everything right now.
Re-smoke Donut. TeSeS with the drive-by, but it's Shiro to pick up the first.
Good molly.
Shiro burning alive as he gets that bomb planted, but it's TeSeS and Shiro with these openers that help carve the path. Falcons almost didn't expect they would run that back again. It went so horribly last time. But Chopper really likes to do the unexpected. NiKo with a pickup.
Oh no.
m0NESY hits his.
Not
Don't
like
lose. Another 5v3 Spirit. I don't know if their hearts could take it. 2-on-2 now. A lot of time ticked off this bomb. NiKo's best option, only option to get on that defuse, and Donk shuts him down. It's 1 for Spirit at least.
Oh my God, hearts racing at that moment. 2 quick shots for m0NESY, and suddenly we're cooking, but Spirit do cling on to this game. 1 round just to say they're in it, in a match that has been nothing but CT-sided. Dominated by the defense. Spirit did it in regulation. Can they remember? And if so, they need to harness it right here and now. m0NESY's orb, always a factor. Money not limiting. Kiyasuke straight out middle. It's TeSeS in his place in red. They get the mid control, but it's be focused here for Falcons. TeSeS set to lurk all the way through the red smoke, and TeSeS missed this timing. So if Spirit don't have eyes in the back of their head, they're in a lot of trouble. Oh, double smoke wasted. Chopper saves his, actually. TeSeS gets it down. And it is watching the red room. TeSeS' timing of the utmost importance. Shiro and Donk.
Just look at how claustrophobic this two-man hold is over towards top of ramp. That
why
spam
Donk's
feels
moving.
brutal. Some pressure's got to be alleviated, and so they're trying to group and clear mid. If they can find TeSeS here, that's a big deal. It frees up players to rotate, it frees up bodies, and that's what Spirit desperately need.
Now they know.
Smokes fall in. Falcons hesitant to play in straight away behind them. But Kiyasuke gonna make the first move. Monacy with a wild smoke shot. Push for Kiyasuke is cancelled. And it's down to this retake. 4-on-3 for Spirit.
Re-smoke it long.
That limits their options. And with everyone CT, they've just got to funnel in through short. Maybe you send one guy through the long smoke, but you're stuck coming through this fatal funnel. And they're getting shut down, they're getting locked out. Falcons move on a match, series, and playoff point.
Monacy has just been a monster. He has been indomitable all day. Destruction on Dust2 and here on Ancient, risen to the occasion. Some incredible multi-kill rounds on this AWP. His form not in question anymore. And what a time to show up in the latter half of the year with 3 events remaining, with the major waiting to happen. Monacy wants to make magic. Donk and Tania in middle, refuse to go down. Falcons immediately thrust into a 3-on-5. Up the ramp. Shiro here. No support.
Oh, he's so blind!
3-on-5 again.
Surely not. They saved themselves last time.
They've seen him.
Aggro push! Oh my god, TeSeS! Where did that come from? And with Donk destroyed, Spirit's hopes reduced to dust! Falcons in overtime! A huge comeback demanded! A series that could have slipped through their fingers and gone the distance, but they say no. Sonic had fighting words coming into this second half. They had to show what their CT side was made of, and boy, did they. That flawless track record for Nico, Monacy, and now Kiyasuke keeps up.